All right, welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by El Chico. Dine in, take out, curbside if you like, or you can just eat right there on their patio. The options at El Chico are endless, but the options when it comes to Knoxville's best Tex-Mex aren't. There's only one, El Chico. On Cedar Lane, just off the Merchants Drive exit, try the chicken fajita chimichanga. You'll thank me. I just like saying chimichanga. But El Chico, they've been around since the late 80s out there. It's great food. It really is. And it's a unique, so many Mexican restaurants, the food is kind of the exact same. And theirs isn't. It's different. It's a different menu. All right. Let's talk about VFLs currently in the National Football League. List is short when it comes to potential future Hall of Famers. Well, first of all, guys who have retired that may go in. Jason Witten retired. He's going in. So that'll be your fourth guy. We mentioned Jamal Lewis and Gerard Mayo. They're not likely to get in. If you're not in the top 25 already, you're not going to get in, I don't think. Eric Berry,
Al Wilson,
I don't see Al Wilson would already be eligible, so if he's not.
But he's actually going into the next college football Hall of Fame class, so that's important to note, I guess, to me. But I think illness and injury cut short both those careers, correct?
Yeah, I don't think Al Wilson. It'll be interesting to see about Eric Berry if he gets any kind of. He had a good career, but I don't.
He had a really good. And he hadn't officially retired, right? It's unlikely he's going to play.
I thought it was already official, but all right.
But here's the thing that hurts him. You can name some offensive players who had their career cut short by like Gale Sayers, like Terrell Davis, who got in the Hall of Fame. I can't name a defensive player whose career was cut short that got in the Hall of Fame, and that would hurt Eric Berry in this regard, I would think. So I don't see anybody else that would be in that realm as far as those that have just recently stepped aside other than Witten.
Stanley Morgan is starting. You know me, I always push the Stanley Morgan thing. We've done that before with the blind resumes. Drew Pearson getting in last year. There's now some Boston media members who are starting to push Stanley Morgan, saying, wait a second, if Pearson's getting in, Morgan had as good a career, better career than him, push him, but that would be a veterans committee, and I don't see that happening. The only guy, though, I'm thinking of in the NFL right now, and he needs a lot more years to do it, but he's had 2 All-Pro years, and that's almost a prerequisite. Alvin Kamara.
Yeah. And you're right, he's got to keep doing it. But I think he is going in the right direction of doing that. He's one of the best backs in the NFL. He's very versatile as a runner, as a receiver. He's hard to tackle. I think he typically leads the league or comes close to leading the league in most missed tackles caused. He's a heck of a football player. If he can, now, how many more years does he need to do this? 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Maybe then he's got a shot at it.
He's played 4 years so far.
And how does the quarterback change in New Orleans affect him in terms of his catches and other opportunities?
I also think if I can buy stock on somebody, look out for the Trey Smith stock. Sixth round pick, running with the first team immediately. We're for a perennial Super Bowl contender for the next 10 years. Not a bad spot to be.
No, it's not. So Trey Smith, okay. I expected one of you. Nobody did it. I expected somebody to say, and you didn't even play Kamara here. Nobody did it. I was waiting for this. I did the numbers. I thought this was fascinating. Take a look at this. In terms of people saying he didn't get used here, which I would have used him more. But
that's the key.
It's really not that different from the way it's not like he's getting 30 touches a game with the Saints. Mm-hmm. It's about 5. It's a little less than 5 more touches a game. It's I think 3 more. It's 2 more rushes and 3 more catches per game. It's really the passing game where he's getting used a lot more in the pros. But the interesting thing is, 5 more touches. He's a guy that could take it to the house anytime he touches it.
Right.
So 5 more touches is huge.
That's at least 50 yards.
Yeah,
probably.
But still, there's this idea that you didn't use him. You used him almost as much as the Saints did. It's just they used him better.
And it's also snaps. Our thing was, how can you not have him on the field and put him in motion?
That's just it.
How do you impact the defense doing that? Yeah. That's as important as how many touches to me.
Well, and there were all the people that said, Jalen Hurts shouldn't have been a running back, put him at wide receiver. How's that worked out for him, by the way?
Not very well.
Yeah. So you had both those guys, and you had John Kelly. There was some way to get those guys on the field at some time, put one of them in motion every play. Hurd's a receiver this play. Kamara's a receiver this play. You got John Kelly on the field, and Kamara and Hurd are both out there. You got all 3 in the backfield. You
and Josh
spread out. Yes. That's the thing
pretty
you should
talented group.
It's not just yank Hurd and put Kamara out there and give him 30 carries. Mm-hmm. you had talent that you misused all of them. You could have used them together and really screwed with the defenses.
Yeah, but then they used a tight end they put in motion who never caught a pass.
They never caught a pass.
Hey, how about that?
A lot of talent. A lot of talent on that roster.
Yeah.
I think Tennessee would like to get back.
That's
to
a real head
No
scratcher.
kidding. How much would Josh Heupel love to have
seriously,
that?
comparing those rosters to where Tennessee's at now, it's
Thank you,
a lot
gentlemen.
more than-
I appreciate all of you. Thanks to you, and we will see you next Sunday.